broken?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now.
So, Aloy, your body is gonna be enough counterweight to lower a dam door. What have you been eating? I mean, considering how strong you are, and you know, just killing robot dinosaurs with your bare hands kind of thing. I mean, I guess it would make sense, but really? It's all muscle. Yeah, dude. I have no doubt. Like, just look at her core strength. Oh, this is a terrible plan. Yeah, as far as plans go, it's not the best one I've had.
I could climb higher. What about it?
The drop's too far!
Going down.
Should I be jumping? This don't feel so good.
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question.
Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
You suppose a terrible plan is better than no plan? That is true. The worst action you can take is inaction. Any stuff here? Okay. First of all, some intel. What are we looking at? That's uno. Just the one? Oh, come on. Beach, please. Just one? I don't even get out of bed for that few. Gonna look on Stack Overflow for him to speed up SnapMod. No need to be doing that now. Didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Now that's some more damage. That's more like it.
We'll find out after I've killed it.
Dead? Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Too ease.
So, the ring. Maybe
You were
if
right.
you
This
try
thing
and
did
jaws
swallow the
open
ring.
and That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Oh,
Judo kill dash 9 snap Maudi.
more old world
Yep.
treasures, perhaps? This place is full of surprises. Should we have a look?
Didn't you want to get into the storage room?
I do, fervently. But, well, I got time to poke my nose in if you did.
Oh well.
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
Valves 101. Yo, Shelly, I'm trapped in servitor L out here. Got in this morning and as usual, that one half-baked chrome dolt was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about requiring entry into the totality of the facility. That sounds like a heavy metal song. Totality of the facility. Yep. Heavy metal riffs intensifies. Between its robot voice and those weird grindy sounds its limbs make, the acoustics remind me of the track from one of those less accessible German post-punk bands. Yep. And not even sig term. Dude, when you want a process to die, you make it dead.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
Okay, so, that pipe is broken. Ooh, okay, this is route water. Oh, I get ya, I get ya. Now that would be too easy.
That's not quite right.
That thing is totally broken. Where are we trying to go?
You got a
Over here.
mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
So this one cannot have any other state. So this must be correct. The possible outputs here is this one that is currently and this one in the back. So let's try this state. This is wrong. That means there's only one other possibility that this can have given the previous states.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
So we cannot go this way because that would terminate there. Meaning this can only go this way and that is broken. Which means that this here, because there's no other possible paths, this must be wrong. We're gonna go this way. Now,
Looks like I'm on the right track.
Been at this a while, girl.
this can only go this way.
I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
There.
Otherwise it would go there and that would be closed. That is obviously wrong. There's only one other possible path this can take. Which is over here. Here again, only one possible path. Because that's broken. Why am I taking the long way around? Here, there's only one possible output. Coming over here.
The water's flowing. Just it needs to.
And boom.
Do it. We should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding.
So what I did there is, this is a type of constraint satisfaction problem. And I solved it with depth first search. By just going down one path until it blocked and then going back until I found a path that went through. Just doing it systematically with a specific strategy. Easy peasy. Like this. I also did some graph reduction in the beginning. Oh yeah, fair enough.
This must go down to the lower level.
I remember when I was a kid, I asked my math teacher, what am I ever gonna use maths for?
Ugh, it
I
stinks.
never imagined video games was one of them.
You smell that? Ugh, smells like a Forge-side morning in the claim.
I don't know what you're eating in the forge morning, but you should probably see a doctor about it. Oh, hello.
Looks like that's everything. I should head back up with Gildan.
Thanks, Ayla, for telling me that that's everything. I appreciate it.
See?
Oh, wait, what?
See? Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? And could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about after that? Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
Oh, there's a message too? Dear nobody, I feel embarrassed now thinking about following Laura out of the pump station like a kicked puppy, wondering what horrible thing I might have done until she threw herself into this room and shut the door behind her and just screamed. The fear of abandonment is really self-centered because it presupposes that little old you are filled with such immense destructive power that you're capable of driving every person you care about away. Oh. Anyway, at the bottom of the dam with her on one side and of the door and me on the other, she told me that Metallurgic had bought her mom's house, her whole neighborhood, in fact, out from under her to build a new server farm. Ugh, God, I didn't even like that house, she said. I didn't even like Indianapolis. I hated every minute I spent in the city as a kid. When they told us we'd have to leave the dam, I went back to my apartment and I sat on my bed and I prayed to a God I don't even believe in that I wouldn't have to move back home. That I wouldn't have to show up on my mom's front stoop with a suitcase and a bunch of stupid excuses. She was trying not to sound like she was crying, but she sounded like she was crying. I guess I got my stupid wish, huh? I asked her where she'd go and she'd laugh. Where else could she go? Back home, to help her mom pack up her house, to move with her into whatever dank little one-room hole Metallurgic's displacement grant will allow them to afford. I think I could have dealt with being one of those losers who celebrated their 40th birthday living in the house they grew up in, but now I don't even have that. I had no idea how to make her feel better, so I just sat on the other side of the door and I started singing the song we were working on. The one about being the last two girls on Earth, and eventually she started singing along. Love, Shelley. Ooh. Might get a little bit dark. Well, she just said there is nothing else here. Is this a ladder?
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room...
Where are you going, buddy? Oh, Jesus. Oh, hi.
Okay, Shells, we're not focusing on that right now. Recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of counts as practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Oh, wow, there's more. Dear nobody, we spent an hour plastering our stickers all over the servitor. Well, I say stickers, they were sticky notes from my desk. We stole the presentation and design of other band logos, drawing little skulls and lightning bolts and broken hearts around the name. It's not like we had any actual work to do. When this began, we were told we'd be on be on-site advisors going through the motions of our duties so the services could mimic our actions. But the government creeps, corporate creeps, same diff I guess, mostly ignore us or yell at us for getting in their way. The Roboscab's weird oval head kept swiveling towards us and I kept asking, "Hello, is this relevant to my training?" As we tried to duck out its line of sight, ruining its chrome finish with sticky notes and shushing each other's giggles. Afterward, Laura stood in front of the thing and goes, "Servitor, that's very important. This is how you greet Blevins, okay? It's an immense sign of respect." I mean, will the servitor actually give Blevins the finger? Probably not, right? But a girl can dream. Imagine a bunch of servitors putting post-its on each other for a couple of 100 years. I would be impressed by the amount of post-its. Yeah. Alright. Were there more of those that we missed? I actually want to read those. Those are kind of nice. Excuse me. Ah, dear nobody. As far as I can tell, that's who's going to read this. The spooky guys showed up today with that creep Blevins to take measurements of our workstations. The next week they start installing Faro servitors to do our jobs. Bye bye Shelly, bye bye Laura. See you never. Hope you enjoy basic income. God, it's going to be weird to say goodbye to this place. When Quentin and I split, this was all I had. Thank God for a job where I could sit at a panel and press buttons and cry all day. Which I think is why we're doing this, hiding the tapes of our rehearsals in the dam. These tapes are our memories, our ghosts through them. Oh, our ghosts. Through them we get to haunt this place, keep it human in some small way. This control room was where I was sitting when Laura came in, dragging an old practice amp and a guitar behind her. "Shells," she said. "Girl." So I was looking at schematics for this place and I found the perfect practice space. The acoustics in this place, seriously bonkers, like echoing through the entire valley kinds of bonkers. Legit, you're gonna soil yourself when you see it. I remember asking her, "Practice space?" Oh. No, wait, there were more. One of these days, I'm gonna figure out how this works. There we go. Dear nobody. When I took this job, we had to watch this training holo, and I remember probably 2% of the actual holo. At some point, the holo welcomed me to the damn family, and I felt like, A, that was such a missed opportunity because they could have called it a damily and choose not to, and B, the idea that I would ever think of any of my coworkers as family was pretty redunculous. But then one day I looked up and automation had whittled 6 people down to just Laura and I was signing papers to dissolve the family I thought I had. And suddenly my last co-worker with her faded tattoos and perpetually arched eyebrows was telling me jokes and making me listen to bands I'd never heard of and cheering me up when I cried. Things were really good when it was just the two of us. We used to have these theme days. One time the sluice gates were open and we set up beach blankets on one of the catwalks in the intake tower and batted around this inflatable beach ball I had in my apartment for some reason. Laura messed around with the emergency PA and patching a bunch of classical surf rock songs. We even put sunscreen on the bridges of our noses. Laura called it the Concrete Beach Party. Another heavy metal song. When Laura brought up band names, I knew pretty much right away that would be our name. Concrete Beach Party. There was never really any other choice. That's cute. Sorry for the expose, guys, but some of those are just, you know, filler. Some of them are actually like story or like side story-ish content, and I like to read those because, you know, it gives a little bit more life to this place.
I can't wait. Almost there!
And some of them are fillers that really should have been stories.
In
True.
my hand, just like Mom and I used to.
That guy can turn on a dime. Yikes. Alright. What was the code? Left, up, down, up, right. Left, up,
What?
down,
What are you doing with your
Up.
hands there, girl?
right. A, B, A, B.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind tickling the empty air like that.
Hello.
Where is it? Where did it go?
I mean,
Are you okay there? We'll listen to the audio tapes after this.
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I would... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, no. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
You've done enough. All right, let's check out this data points. Yoink.
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shells. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Band's doing all the time. For our adoring fans. It's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelly. We could practice in holospace. People always say that.
Dear nobody, we got in a fight, Laura and I. After practice, we went out for drinks. There was this robar in downtown Cody, so we called an autocar and shuttled over. We were the only people there with the park closing. Cody's become a ghost town. The more we drank, the more passive-aggressive our banter became, snowballing out of control, metastasising in the empty air between us. And then, before either of us really knew what was happening, we were yelling at each other. I kept thinking, like, I'm not abandoning her, she's abandoning me, and I guess she was probably thinking something similar. We got quiet for a while, drank more. Eventually Laura ordered an autocar and we piled into it, slid as far from each other on the backseat as we could, arms crossed, staring out the window. And then I heard myself talking, screw it, I don't care if you stay in touch with me, I'm going to stay in touch with you, whether you like it or not, you're not getting rid of me, ever. Laura looked at me for what felt like ages. I thought she was going to start yelling, but then her hand crept over mine and we just sat there together. Bottoms up, Shelly. Oh. You wonder how they translated autocar to German? Auto. Nice. Autocorrect. Ugh. Nice, some casual lived. Oh, hello. What is ourselves?
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
Oh, he's such a child.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It Means it worked.
By the forge. Ha! You are a wonder!
Don't touch me!
Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
Mostly we did.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Whew, you're braver than me. But there was no question of that. You go on ahead. I'm gonna stand right here and bask in our victory for a while longer.
Alright, Gildan. You do that. But for the love of all that is good, do not touch anything. I mean anything. Go home, will ya? Yeesh. This guy. This guy. Whoop. Oh, there was water down here? I gotta just